your daily dose of English fluency.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mr. English Master podcast, the place where you learn real English, the kind people actually use every single day in real conversations in real life.
That's right. No boring textbooks here. No confusing grammar charts that make your head spin. Just two people talking, the way you and your friends talk, and helping you do the same in English.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. Sarah, how are you doing today? How was your day?
Oh, honestly, today was one of those days where everything felt just a little bit slow. You know that feeling?
Slow like relaxed or slow like nothing was going right?
Somewhere in the middle. My internet was cutting out all morning, so I kept losing my work. But then in the afternoon, I went for a walk and found this little cafe I had never seen before, and I had the best hot chocolate of my life.
Okay, a new cafe and great hot chocolate. That turns any bad day around.
It really does. How about you, Alex? How was your day?
Actually, really good. I had a long call with an old friend in the morning. We hadn't spoken in maybe 3 months, and it felt so nice to catch up. Then I went to the market in the afternoon and came home and cooked a proper meal.
Ooh, what did you cook?
Pasta. Simple, but I made the sauce from scratch. Tomatoes, garlic, a little basil. It took time, but it was worth it.
That sounds amazing. See? And you probably described all of that without even thinking about it. But right there, you just talked about your day in English. Perfectly.
You know what? That's a great point, and that is exactly what today's episode is about.
Yes. Today, we are teaching you how to talk about your day in English. This is one of the most useful things you can learn because someone asks you this every single day.
How was your day? What did you do today? How are things going? These questions come up constantly, at work, with friends, with family, on a date, everywhere.
And a lot of learners freeze when they hear these questions, not because they didn't have a day, of course they did, but because they don't have the words and the phrases to describe it naturally.
So today, we're going to fix that. We'll go through the full structure of a day, morning, afternoon, evening, and give you real phrases, real vocabulary, and real examples.
And we'll share stories from our own days so you can hear exactly how it sounds in a natural conversation.
Plus, we have a vocabulary spotlight, action steps, and a challenge at the end just for you.
But before we start, a small favor. If Mr. English Master has helped your English even a little bit, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with one person who is learning English right now.
Especially that friend who goes completely silent when someone asks them, "So, what did you do today?"
We all have that moment, that long pause where your brain just goes blank.
Total silence, like the question short-circuited something.
After today, no more silence. Let's go.
Okay, so Sarah, let's start from the very beginning of the day, morning. How do English speakers talk about their mornings?
Great place to start. So the morning is usually where you set the scene for your whole day. When you talk about your morning, you want to answer a few simple things. What time did you wake up? What did you do first? How did you feel?
And in English, there are so many natural ways to describe a morning. Can you give us some examples?
Absolutely. So let's start with waking up. You can say, I woke up at 7 this morning. Very simple. Or you can make it more colorful. I woke up way too early. Or I woke up and the first thing I did was check my phone. Or I could barely drag myself out of bed this morning.
Oh, drag myself out of bed. I use that one a lot.
Most of us do. It means you are so tired, getting out of bed felt like hard work.
That's such a vivid phrase. You can really feel it.
Exactly. And vivid language is what makes talking about your day interesting, not just for the person listening, but for you too. It makes the conversation feel alive.
So after waking up, what's next?
So next comes the morning routine. And in English, routine is a key word here. Your routine is the regular set of things you do in a certain order. And talking about your routine is actually a great way to practice English because you can prepare it in advance.
Oh, that's a smart point. You know your own morning routine, so you can practice describing it before anyone even asks.
Exactly. So, for example, you might say, my morning routine is pretty simple. I wake up, brush my teeth, make coffee, and then sit quietly for a few minutes before checking anything.
I love that. Simple and specific. And notice how Sarah connected everything with and then. That's a really natural linking phrase in English.
Right. And then is your best friend when you're telling a sequence, when things happen one after another. I woke up, and then I made coffee, and then I had breakfast, and then I got dressed.
You could also use after that. It does the same job. I woke up. After that, I made coffee. After that, I had breakfast.
Both work perfectly, and they sound very natural in conversation.
Let me share what my actual morning was like today, using these phrases. So I woke up around 6:30. I didn't want to get up right away, so I stayed in bed for about 10 minutes just lying there.
The dangerous 10 minutes.
Exactly, the 10 minutes that always become 20. But I got up, I went to the bathroom, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and then I made tea. I'm a tea person, not a coffee person.
Alex, we've known each other this long, and I'm only learning this now?
Tea, always tea. After that, I sat at my desk and checked my messages for about 15 minutes, and then I had my call with my friend. And that was my morning.
Perfect. See how natural that flows? He used and then, after that, specific times, specific details, tea, not coffee, and it painted a full picture.
And here's the thing, none of it was complicated. Short sentences, real details, that's it.
So, listeners, think about your own morning right now. What did you do today? Can you describe it using what we just practiced?
Now let's talk about some really useful morning vocabulary. Sarah, what words and phrases do people use a lot when describing their mornings?
Great question. So you'll hear phrases like, I had a slow morning, meaning the morning felt relaxed, not rushed. Or I had a hectic morning. Hectic means very busy and a little chaotic.
Hectic. I love that word. It says so much in one word.
It really does. You can also say, my morning was pretty uneventful, meaning nothing special happened. It was normal and quiet.
Or the opposite. My morning was a bit of a disaster.
Yes, which most of us have said at some point. I spilled coffee on my shirt, I missed the bus, my alarm didn't go off.
All very relatable disasters.
And here's a lovely phrase for a good morning. I had a productive morning. Productive means you got things done. You used your time well.
Or I had a really peaceful morning. Peaceful, calm, quiet, no stress.
These describing words, hectic, productive, peaceful, uneventful, slow, rushed, these are the words that bring your morning to life when you talk about it.
Okay, so we've covered the morning beautifully. Let's move into the afternoon. Sarah, what changes when we talk about the afternoon part of our day?
So the afternoon is usually when the action happens. Work, school, errands, meetings, appointments, and the language shifts slightly. You start using phrases like, I spent the afternoon doing, or I had a meeting at 2, or I was running errands all afternoon.
What does running errands mean exactly? Because I know a lot of our listeners might not know that phrase.
Great question. Running errands means going out to do small practical tasks, things like going to the bank, the pharmacy, the post office, the grocery store, small but necessary things.
So it's not running as in jogging, it's running as in going and doing things.
Exactly. No jogging required. Although sometimes it feels like jogging when you have 10 things to do.
Especially when the bank is closed and the pharmacy has a huge queue and the grocery store is out of the one thing you actually needed.
The perfect errand day. Okay, so let me give some really useful afternoon phrases. You can say, I had a busy afternoon at work, or I spent most of the afternoon in meetings, or I took a long lunch break today, or I worked from home in the afternoon.
And what about people who are students? How would a student describe their afternoon?
Great point. A student might say, I had classes until 3, or I spent the afternoon in the library studying, or I had a study session with some friends, or I had a free period in the afternoon, so I just relaxed.
See, it's always the same structure. Time plus activity plus a small detail. I spent the afternoon in the library studying. Easy.
And here's a tip for making your afternoon sound more interesting when you talk about it. Add one small feeling or reaction, not just what you did, but how it felt.
Can you show us?
Of course. Instead of, I had a meeting at 2, you can say, I had a meeting at 2 that went on much longer than I expected. Or, I had a meeting at 2, and honestly, it could have been an email.
That last one, every working person has felt.
Every single one.
So adding how it felt, it was useful, it was exhausting, it surprised me, it went longer than expected, that's what turns a simple sentence into a real conversation.
Exactly. That's the difference between just answering the question and actually having a conversation. Details and feelings make the difference.
I want to share my afternoon from today too. So after my call in the morning, I had some quiet work time. I was writing and answering emails until about noon. Then I took a break for lunch. I made a simple sandwich, nothing fancy.
What kind?
Cheese and tomato, classic. And then in the afternoon, I went to the market. I walked there. It's about 15 minutes from my place. And I just took my time, looked at all the stalls, bought some fresh vegetables and the tomatoes for my pasta sauce.
That sounds like a really grounded afternoon, slow and intentional.
It was, and I think that's what I needed after a busy morning. The walk did me good.
The walk did me good. Oh, I love that phrase. It means the walk was beneficial. It helped you feel better.
Yes, the fresh air did me good. The rest did me good. That conversation did me good. It's a really warm and natural thing to say.
File that one away, listeners. It's a beautiful phrase.
Okay, let's move into the evening now, because the evening is a really important part of talking about your day. It's when most people wind down, and it's also when a lot of interesting things happen.
The evening has its own vocabulary, too. You'll hear things like, I cooked dinner, I watched something, I called a friend, I went for a walk, I relaxed, I couldn't sleep, I stayed up too late.
That last one, very relatable.
Very, very relatable. And here's a key phrase for evenings. Wind down. To wind down means to gradually relax after a busy day. It's like your body and mind slowly slowing to a stop.
Like an engine cooling after a long drive.
Exactly. I like to wind down by reading. I watched a show to wind down. I had a bath to wind down. It's such a soft, comfortable phrase.
Other useful evening phrases are, I had an early night, meaning you went to bed earlier than usual, or I had a late night, you stayed up late.
I stayed in, meaning you didn't go out, you stayed home. I went out for dinner. I caught up with a friend. Catch up means to talk with someone and share news after not seeing them for a while.
Like I caught up with my old friend this morning on the call.
Exactly. You can catch up in person, on the phone, online. It's about reconnecting and sharing what's been happening in your lives.
It's such a friendly phrase. Let's catch up soon. It was so good to catch up.
Another great evening phrase, I just took it easy. That means you relaxed and didn't do anything demanding. How was your evening? Oh, I just took it easy, cooked dinner, watched a bit of TV, went to bed early.
Simple but complete. Anyone listening to that knows exactly kind of evening you had.
And that is the goal. Not impressing anyone with complicated vocabulary, just communicating clearly so the other person understands your day and feels connected to you.
Connection. That's really what talking about your day is about. It's not a report, it's not a presentation. It's a small human moment of sharing. This is what my life looked like today.
Beautifully said. Now, let's talk about something that really trips people up, and that is tense. When do you use past tense? When do you use present? When does it get complicated?
The tense question. Every learner's favorite challenge.
So here's the simple rule. When you talk about your day, especially at the end of the day or the next day, you're mostly using simple past tense because the things you did are finished. They already happened.
So I woke up at 7, I had a meeting, I went to the market, I cooked dinner. All simple past.
Exactly. The structure is easy. I plus the past verb. I woke, I had, I went, I cooked, I watched, I called, I ate, I felt.
And notice, these are all irregular verbs. The past form doesn't follow the normal ed rule. You don't say I goed or I eated.
Please don't say I eated.
It's I went and I ate. Irregular verbs are just something you learn over time through exposure.
And the more you talk about your day in English, even just in your head or in a journal, the faster these past forms become automatic.
Now, when would you not use simple past? When does the tense change?
Good question. So sometimes when you're talking about your day, you describe something that was ongoing, happening over a period of time. For that, you use past continuous. I was working all morning. I was waiting for the bus. I was feeling really tired.
The structure is I was plus the ing form of the verb.
And you use it when you want to describe the background, the atmosphere of your day. I was sitting at my desk when my phone rang. I was making dinner when the power went out.
That second one sounds like a very dramatic evening.
A very dramatic evening indeed. But it shows how past continuous sets the scene. I was making dinner, and simple past shows the interruption, when the power went out.
So past continuous for the ongoing background, simple past for the specific actions and events. Got it.
And honestly, if you just use simple past most of the time when talking about your day, you will sound perfectly natural and clear. The past continuous is a bonus, a way to add texture.
Okay, I want to do something a little different now. I want to walk through a full description of a day, start to finish, so our listeners can hear exactly how it all sounds together. Sarah, can you describe a full day? Make it realistic.
Sure, okay. So let me tell you about last Tuesday. I woke up at around 6:30. I wasn't planning to get up that early, but my neighbor's dog was barking and I just couldn't fall back asleep.
The classic dog alarm.
Exactly. So I got up, I went to the kitchen, made myself a cup of tea, and sat by the window for a bit. It was actually quite nice. The street was quiet, the light was soft. It was a peaceful start, even if it wasn't planned.
See, she took something slightly annoying and found the good in it, and she described it beautifully.
After that, I had a shower, got dressed, and sat at my desk to start working. I had quite a few emails to reply to. It took me about an hour. Then I had a video call with a colleague at 10. It went well. We sorted out a few things that had been dragging on for a while.
Dragging on, meaning taking longer than they should?
Exactly. When something drags on, it continues for longer than necessary. It feels slow. The meeting dragged on. The project has been dragging on for weeks.
Good phrase.
So, after the call, I took a proper lunch break. I walked to a little place near me, a small cafe, and had soup and bread. It was simple, but exactly what I needed. The afternoon was quieter. I worked on a project, took a short break around 3 to stretch my legs, and finished up around 6.
Finished up. That means completed your work for the day?
Yes, finish up means to complete what you were doing. I finished up work at 6, or let me just finish up this paragraph and then I'm all yours.
Love it. Keep going.
So in the evening, I didn't really feel like cooking. I heated up some leftovers, food from the day before, and ate at home. I watched one episode of a series I've been following, and I was in bed by 10. It was a pretty ordinary day, nothing dramatic, but it felt full and good.
Perfect. That is a complete, natural, beautiful description of a full day. And notice, she used a variety of phrases. Sat by the window, sorted out, dragging on, stretch my legs, finished up, heat up leftovers. Real, everyday English.
And the whole time, short sentences, clear thoughts, small details that make it feel real.
Now, listeners, we want you to notice something. Talking about your day doesn't require big, dramatic events. Sarah's day was ordinary. A cup of tea by the window, a video call, soup for lunch, leftovers for dinner. Simple, and yet interesting to listen to.
Because the words made it interesting, not the events themselves. Your day, whatever it looks like, is worth describing. It is interesting to someone who cares about you.
All right, let's do our vocabulary spotlight, the word tour, because today we used a lot of great phrases and we want to make sure they all land properly.
Word tour time. Let's go.
First phrase, drag myself out of bed. This means waking up felt very difficult. You were so tired that getting up required real effort. I could barely drag myself out of bed this morning. Or, it was raining and cold and I had to drag myself out of bed.
Interesting. Next, hectic. Hectic means very busy, rushed, slightly chaotic. I had a hectic morning. Or, Work has been so hectic this week. I haven't had a moment to breathe.
Then running errands, going out to complete small practical tasks, bank, pharmacy, grocery store, post office. I spent my afternoon running errands. Or, can you run a quick errand for me on your way home?
We have wind down, to gradually relax at the end of a busy period. I like to wind down with a book. Or, it took me a long time to wind down after such a stressful day.
Then catch up, to reconnect with someone and share news after time apart. It was so good to catch up with my old friend. Or, let's grab a coffee and catch up sometime.
Interesting. Take it easy, to relax and not do anything demanding. I just took it easy this evening. Or, the doctor told me to take it easy for a few days.
Finally, finish up, to complete what you were doing. I finished up work at 6. Or, let me just finish up this paragraph and then I'm all yours.
Drag on, when something continues for longer than necessary and feels slow. The meeting really dragged on today. Or, this project has been dragging on for months.
Stretch my legs. To take a short walk, usually to relieve stiffness after sitting for a long time. I went outside to stretch my legs. Or, I've been sitting at this desk for 3 hours. I need to stretch my legs.
Warm up leftovers, to warm food that was cooked previously. I was too tired to cook, so I heated up leftovers. Or, there's some leftover pasta in the fridge, just heat it up when you're hungry.
10 powerful everyday phrases, and each one completely usable starting today.
If you didn't catch every single one, that is absolutely okay. Go back to the vocabulary section and listen again slowly. That is a completely valid way to study. Actually, it's a great way to study.
Okay, action steps. What should our listeners do after this episode to actually practice talking about their day in English?
Step 1. Tonight, before you go to sleep, describe your day in English, just in your head. Start from when you woke up, move through the morning, afternoon, evening. Use the phrases we gave you today.
Step 2. Write it down. Even 5 sentences. I woke up at 7. I had a busy morning at work. I ate lunch at my desk. In the afternoon, I had a meeting. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched TV. 5 sentences. That is a full day.
Step 3. Practice out loud. Say your day description as if you're telling a friend. Don't just think it or write it, speak it. Speaking is a muscle. It needs exercise.
Step 4. Use one new phrase from today's word tour in a real situation. If someone asks, "How was your day?" try using hectic or peaceful or "I just took it easy." Notice how it feels.
Step 5. Be patient with yourself. Describing your day naturally takes practice. The first time might feel clunky. The 10th time will feel smoother. The 100th time will feel effortless.
100 times sounds like a lot, but remember, you have a day every day. That is 100 chances in 100 days, and 100 days is only about 3 months.
3 months of daily practice, and your English will feel completely different. We promise.
Let's recap the big things we covered today so they stay with you.
We talked about how to describe your morning. Key phrases: I woke up at, I dragged myself out of bed, my morning was hectic/peaceful/productive, and then, after that,
We talked about the afternoon. I spent the afternoon doing, I was running errands, I had a meeting, adding feelings and reactions to make your description come alive.
in the evening, I wound down, I caught up with a friend, I had an early night, I just took it easy. I heated up leftovers.
We talked about tense, mostly simple past for finished actions, past continuous for background and ongoing situations.
And we walked through a full day description so you could hear exactly how it all sounds together in real, natural English.
And remember the most important thing from today. Your day is worth describing. Whatever happened, big or small, exciting or ordinary, you have something to say. And now you have the words to say it.
We believe in you. We really do. And we are so proud of every single one of you who shows up, listens, and works on your English.
Now it's your turn. Here's our question for the comments today. Describe your day in 3 sentences. That's it. Just 3. Tell us what you did today.
It can be simple. I woke up late, I worked from home all day, in the evening I listened to this podcast. 3 sentences. You can do it.
We read every single comment, and we love seeing your progress.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to Mr. English Master, and share it with someone who wants to speak English more confidently.
Your share might be the thing that changes someone else's English journey. Don't underestimate that.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Every minute you spend learning is a minute invested in yourself, and that is never wasted.
This was the Mr. English Master podcast with Sarah and Alex.
Until next time, keep talking, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care. See you next time.